On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Devote:
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Yearn:
To strongly desire or long for something.
Examples:
Yearn after my old days. Yearn for love. She yearned for the days when things were simpler.
Poorest:
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
Poorest of the poor. Poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
County:
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Industrious:
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Quarter:
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Flock:
A gathering of sheep, goats, or birds.
Examples:
Flock of sheep. Flock of spectator. When a flock of birds flies in, the hunt begins.
Increment:
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Mortgage:
A loan secured by the collateral of a specific property, such as a house, that is repaid over a set period of time with interest, the legal agreement governing this loan.
Examples:
Mortgage payment. Fixed rate mortgage. They were able to purchase their dream home with a mortgage from the bank. Wall to wall. Covering or extending from one wall to another, all-encompassing, including everything, continuous and unbroken.
Examples:
wall-to-wall coverage, wall-to-wall bookshelves. I want a wall-to-wall carpet for my living room to make it look cozy and comfortable.
Feces.
Waste matter eliminated from the bowels, excrement.
Examples:
feces sample, human feces. Proper disposal of feces is essential for maintaining public health and sanitation.
Ammonia.
A compound of nitrogen and hydrogen that forms a gas with a strong smell, used as cleaning substances, fertilizers, and explosives.
Examples:
ammonia water. Inhale ammonia fumes. The advent of ammonia fertilizers markedly increased agricultural productivity.
Laden.
Heavily loaded or burdened.
Examples:
a laden ship, water-laden soil. The traffic-laden street was gridlocked during rush hour, with cars moving at a snail's pace.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Indenture.
A legal agreement between two parties, typically a contract of apprenticeship or a deed of conveyance, that is written in duplicate or triplicate and separated by indentations to prevent fraud or alteration, and is often used to bind a person to a specific job or service.
Examples:
indenture agreement. Legal indenture. The legal contract included an indenture that stipulated the responsibilities of each party.
Servant.
A person who performs duties for others, especially a person employed in a house on domestic duties or as a personal attendant.
Examples:
servant of God. Fellow servant. The faithful servant had been working for the family for many years and was well trusted.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Unjust.
Not fair or equitable, lacking in justice or impartiality, morally unacceptable or wrong.
Examples:
unjust verdict. Unjust accusation. The ruling was considered unjust by many people in the community.
Unfair.
Not giving equal treatment or opportunities to people involved, marked by injustice, partiality, or deception.
Examples:
Unfair employment practices. Have an unfair advantage. In a democracy, it is necessary to monitor the judiciary to see if it is making unfair decisions.
Filthy.
Dirty or unclean, often to an extreme or offensive degree, morally offensive or obscene.
Examples:
Filthy streets. Filthy language. The hotel room was filthy with dirty sheets and stained carpets.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples:
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Slaughter.
The killing of a large number of animals or people brutally and indiscriminately, a violent and bloody event that results in the death of many individuals.
Examples:
Slaughter of animals. Senseless slaughter. The slaughter of endangered animals must be stopped.
Cage.
A structure made of metal bars or wire in which birds or animals can be kept.
Examples:
An insect cage. A bird in a cage. The trapped bear is running amok in its cage.
Warehouse.
A large building for storing goods and merchandise, especially before they are sold, used, or sent out to shops.
Examples:
A rental warehouse. Warehouse debt. The fire ruined all the food stored in the warehouse.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Greenhouse.
A building with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material, such as glass, for growing plants in.
Examples:
Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Emissions of greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon that happens naturally.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Automobile.
A road vehicle that has 4 wheels and is powered by an engine, used for transporting people or goods.
Examples:
Driverless automobile. Automobile insurance. The automobile industry is a major contributor to air pollution in cities.
Arable.
Relating to land that is suitable for growing crops, capable of being plowed and used for agriculture.
Examples:
Arable soil. Arable farming. The arable land in the valley was ideal for growing wheat and corn.
Spray.
A fine mist of liquid that is dispersed into the air. Flower arrangement consisting of a single branch or shoot bearing flowers and foliage.
Examples:
A spray of mist. An insect spray. The artist used a spray paint can to create a graffiti mural on the wall.
Immeasurable.
Too great to be measured or calculated, vast or incalculable in extent or degree, impossible to quantify or express in numerical terms.
Examples:
Immeasurable joy. Immeasurable loss. The impact of climate change on the planet is immeasurable.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples:
Unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Orangutan.
A large long-armed ape with red-brown hair that lives in Borneo and Sumatra and has arboreal habits.
Examples:
Orangutan arm. Female orangutan. The researcher found new species of orangutan on the island.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban from the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Halve.
To divide something into two equal parts, to reduce something by half its original amount or size.
Examples:
Have the price. Have the workload. I need to have the recipe to make just enough for 2 people.
Culprit.
Someone who is responsible for a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
The culprit of global warming. The arrest of the culprit. They finally found the culprit of the bug after a long time.
Appetite.
A natural desire or craving for food or drink, a strong desire or liking for something.
Examples:
Appetite suppression. Loss of appetite. After a long hike, I had a huge appetite and devoured my meal in minutes.
Dairy.
A room, building, or establishment where milk and milk products are produced and processed. Milk and milk products, such as butter and cheese.
Examples:
Low-fat dairy. Imported dairy product. The dairy industry is a significant contributor to the economy.
Villain.
A character in a story, movie, or play which often opposes the hero, typically characterized as immoral, evil, or cruel.
Examples:
Evil villain. Authoritarian villain. The villain in the movie was a complex character with a tragic backstory.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Midday.
Noon, 12 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Examples:
Midday meal. Midday glare of the sun. We usually have a lunch meeting at midday.
Dusk.
The period of the day just before nightfall, when the light begins to fade, the darker part of twilight.
Examples:
Dusk sky. Dusk falls. The sky turned a beautiful orange hue at dusk.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Overpower.
To conquer or establish complete control over someone by using superior strength.
Examples:
Overpower the suspect. Overpower the opponent. The shooter was eventually overpowered and arrested by police.
Tense.
Unable to relax because of being nervous or worried, stretched tight or rigid.
Examples:
Tense atmosphere. Have a tense face. This story makes me tense.
Cough.
To expel air from the lungs suddenly and noisily, often as a reaction to irritation, illness, or some other physical condition. Noun, a sudden, forceful expulsion of air from the lungs, often accompanied by a distinctive sound.
Examples:
Cough several times. Persistent cough. I can't stop coughing and think I might have caught a cold.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Discomfort.
A feeling of being uncomfortable physically or mentally or being embarrassed, a slight pain.
Examples:
Endure discomfort and pain. Discomfort in the abdomen. He felt no discomfort as the dentist drilled his deadened tooth.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan. Hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Chick.
A baby bird, especially a young chicken.
Examples:
Baby chick. Chick sorting. The majority of the chicks are raised on local family farms.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Filmmaker.
A person who makes films, typically as a profession.
Examples:
Nonfiction filmmaker. A successful filmmaker. The renowned filmmaker won several awards for his latest film.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples.
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples.
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples.
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples.
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Sue.
To claim a person or organization, especially by filing a legal claim for money or redress.
Examples.
Sue a company for damages. Sue my boss for harassment. He planned to sue the organization for negligence.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples.
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples.
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples.
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples.
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Poultry.
Domesticated birds kept by humans for their eggs, meat, or feathers.
Examples:
Poultry farming, a poultry walk. The poultry farm raised chickens and turkeys for meat and eggs.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic, severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
First-hand.
From the source, directly, adjective, received directly from a source.
Examples:
Hear customers' voices firsthand. Conduct firsthand research. The manager tried to hear customers' voices firsthand.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City. Corridor. A hallway or passageway, especially one connecting rooms or areas within a building or structure.
Examples:
Walk along a corridor. Air corridor. The long corridor was filled with people rushing to get to their rooms before the meeting began. Peek. A quick or furtive look, verb, to take a quick and secret look at something.
Examples:
Sneak peek. Peek at others' misfortune. She took a quick peek inside the box before closing it again. Cubicle. A small, partitioned area or booth intended for working or studying, often in an office or educational setting.
Examples:
Cubicle partition. Camping cubicle. I worked in an office cubicle surrounded by walls and fluorescent lights.
Boardroom.
A room where the board of directors of a company or organization meets.
Examples:
Boardroom meeting. Boardroom decision. The corporate boardroom was filled with tense silence as the CEO presented the new plan.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Laptop.
A portable computer that is small enough to be carried around easily and used on your lap.
Examples:
Bring my laptop. Thin and light laptop. I need to finish this report by tonight, so I'll be working on my laptop all day.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Tilt.
To incline or bend from a vertical position, noun, the act of inclining or the state of being inclined or leaning to one side.
Examples:
On the tilt. Tilt a chair. She tilted her head to the side, indicating she was listening.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat, verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Babble.
The sound of many people speaking simultaneously, meaningless talk or speech.
Examples:
The babble of a crowd. Mindless babble. Please avoid using excessive jargon or too much technological babble.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own, the act of accepting with approval.
Examples:
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Hemp.
A plant related to marijuana that is grown for its fiber, seed, and oil and has many industrial and medicinal uses. The fiber from this plant is used to make rope, paper, textiles, and other products.
Examples:
Hemp seed. Organic hemp. The clothing company uses sustainable hemp fibers in its products.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples:
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Expose.
To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence.
Examples:
Expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Vegan.
A person who does not eat or use any animal products, typically for ethical or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Raw food vegan. Vegan lifestyle. The vegan diet is based on plant-based foods.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Premium.
An amount of money paid periodically, the price or cost of something, especially when it is considered to be of high quality or value. Adjective, having or reflecting superior quality or value.
Examples:
Insurance premium. Premium quality. Some people are willing to pay a premium for a rare and valuable collectible.
Nugget.
A small piece of gold or other precious metal or mineral found ready formed in the earth, a small round piece of some food.
Examples:
A gold nugget. Nugget of truth. It took a few weeks to extract the nugget of information from those complicated sources.
Insane.
Extremely stupid, crazy, or dangerous, mentally ill.
Examples:
Go insane with pleasure. An insane scheme. Her excessive demands drove me insane.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system. The amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
In-law.
A relative by marriage, such as a mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
Future in-law. Meeting in-laws. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician who works in a children's hospital.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples:
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Misogyny.
A dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Examples:
Misogyny issue. The misogyny of medieval Christianity. His speech was filled with misogyny and caused widespread outrage.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Pathway.
A track that constitutes or serves as a path, an approach, or a way of doing something.
Examples:
Pathway to understanding. Cellular signaling pathways. When the first molecule in the pathway receives a signal, it activates other molecules.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.